Aasiyah, and today I would like to do a review on the Spectra 1 Breast Pump. This is my first video, just to let you guys know, so if there's any slip-ups or the lighting's off or the sound is off, please do forgive me. And without further ado, let's get right into it. I will start with what you get when you order your Spectra 1. Okay, so when you open your Spectra S1 box, these are the items that you will find inside. You will find your main pump, of course. You will find two wide neck breast shield. These are 24 millimeters, and also sometimes you would find a narrow neck. You will find two bottles, Spectra bottles, 6 ounces. There would be two tubings. There's also two backflow protectors, and there would be two valve head and these little white membranes. And I'll show you how this works a little bit later. And you will also find your adapter. So these are the items that you will find in your Spectra 1 box. Now, just for some basic information about the Spectra 1, the price goes for $370 US. Right now, I believe it's going on Amazon for $172 US, which free shipping, which is a deal. It has a 2-year warranty. It's a double pump. It can be plugged into the main outlet, the main plug, and also has a lithium built-in battery for portability. So you can take it out of the wall and you can walk around with it, and you can be free to pump that way as well. This pump is a closed system, which means that you're not going to get your milk into the tubings or into the motor, which is very important for some moms. The base weighs about 1.12 kilograms. It's quite light, and it's very comfortable to hold also. The color, as you can see, it's a really pretty baby blue, and it comes with a night light as well, and I will show you that option. And I will go into further details a little bit later in the video, but that's the basic info on the Spectra 1 and what it comes with. So I'm just going to show you how to assemble your collection bottle and how to attach it to the pump so you're ready for pumping. So let's get started. So you have your Spectra 1 bottle. These bottles also comes with nipples, so you can use them for feeding, and you can also use them for storage. I'll just show you here. You can close them up and use them for storage as well, which can be convenient as well if you want to just pop it into the fridge. So we have our bottle here. I'll just move the pump out of the way for now. So we have our bottle, and the first thing we need to do is you have your valve duct, and the membrane does not come attached to it. It comes separate. So it would come in a little plastic like so. So we have to take this white membrane and we have to cover the holes of the valve. And I hope you can see the holes there. So we take the white membrane and we attach it like so. Very easy. It took me a few days to figure out that I needed this to cover the holes. The instructions that come with the manual is not the best, but I figured it out. Thank God, because I was wondering how come the suction is not so strong. Because there was air getting. There was no way to block the air. So we need to block the holes, we need to block the air. So then we attach the valve into the breast shield, into this circular part here. And we attach it like so, and push it in. Make sure it's in and it's snug in there. Just to let you know as well, your your breast pump may come with two white valves. If they come with two white valves, there's no membrane, so you don't need to cover any holes. It's just one piece. You just take the white valve and you attach it. So, but mine came with the blue, so that's what I had to do. And we have that ready. So then we just take our bottle and we attach it to the flange, like so. And the next step is we have the backflow protector. Now the backflow protector comes with the two discs, a small disc and a bigger disc, and also the plastic part. And this plastic part is the part that actually stops your milk from going into the tubing and into your bottle. So I'm just going to show you how to assemble this part. It can be a little bit tricky. I'll just show you what works for me. So with the small disc and the big disc. So I hold on to the small disc and the plastic backflow protector. And as you can see, there's a part that's popping out. You can see that. There's a part that pops out and there's a part like it's sunk in. So the parts that's popping out, face it towards the smaller disc, and it goes into the crevices here, and you just put it together, so like that. And it wouldn't go the other way. You'll see it doesn't work the other way, so you will figure this part out. So you just attach it like so, make sure that it's in properly, and then we take the bigger disc and the smaller disc here and we just press them together. Also, I'll just show you how to open it if you want to open it for cleaning purposes. You just put your thumb here on the thicker point, and there's a little part that pops out at the top. So you just put your other thumb there and you just pop it open. Okay, so there we go. So now we have a backflow protector that is ready. And we have our bottle. So we put the thicker point here into the flange, we connect that, and now we're ready to connect the tube. Now it doesn't matter which side of the tube you use, because the both sides are the same, and you connect the tube into the smaller point here. Just connect it, push that in, make sure it's pushed in tightly, and of course your other side of the tube would go into the pump. So I'm just going to show you where the ports are. There are two ports just right in front of the pump here. There are two ports, 1, 2, and as you can see now, one is covered with a plastic covering. Because I just want to show you the single pumping now, I would have the plastic over one of the ports, and then I would put my tube into the other port. So I'll make sure I push that in and it's snug. There we go. And now we're ready for single pumping. Now it's very simple if you wanted to do double pumping. All you would have to do is, I'm just going to remove this tube so I can show you. You would remove this plastic. So we remove it, and it's very handy that it just hangs there and it doesn't fall over, so you don't lose it. So I like that feature. And you just plug in your other collection bottle tubing into the other port. So then you would have two tubings, and therefore you can double pump. When you want to go back for single pumping, all you do is you just cover one of the ports and put in your tube, and you are ready for single pumping. Okay, so I'm going to show you the features of your Spectra main pump. Now we'll start off here. You can see you have your display screen, and you also have your buttons to adjust your cycles. You have your buttons to adjust the vacuum. You have your on and off button. You have the button which lets you switch from massage mode to your expression mode, and you have your LED light button. Okay, so what does that all mean? Obviously, your on and off button to turn the pump on, turn the pump off. You see this, it's like a little wave, and that wave is to switch from your expression mode to your let down mode, or your let down mode to your expression mode. Your let down mode and massage mode helps your milk flow faster. When a baby starts to suckle, they have a very quick rhythmic suck, and this let down mode, what it does is that it mimics the baby. So it kind of tricks your body into thinking that it's the baby sucking to let down your milk, which is really, really useful. And I love this feature on the pump. Okay, we have our cycles. Now, what does a cycle mean? A cycle is cycles per minute, and there are 5, 38, 42, 46, 50, and 54. So basically, you can have it where you have 38 sucks per minute, so it becomes a little bit more slower, and then you can go medium, and then you can go a little bit faster. Okay, and then you have your vacuum. Now, your vacuum is basically the intensity of the suckle, and intensity of the pull of your breast. And this has 12 settings, 1 to 12, and it goes from very low to medium to extremely high. And I will show you that it's different when it's on its letdown mode and when it's on the expression mode. I'll turn the machine on so you have a better idea of what I'm talking about. And what do we else? Oh, we have our LED light. Now, the LED light, I didn't think it was gonna be much use to me, but amazingly enough, it is very, very useful, especially when you're doing nighttime pumping, or even if your baby is asleep in a dark room and you want to be next to them and you want to pump. The LED light is a savior at times. I can have it on, I can change the baby's diaper, I can see everything, so it's quite bright. So there's 2 settings of brightness. So there's 1 setting, 2, and then off. So that's our LED light. At the back, I wanted to show you here, there's like a little holder. So if you felt like putting a bottle on it, you can. Or if you had some accessories there that you wanted to place, you can do that as well. It can come into handy. I showed you the 2 ports here, and where you plug in your adapter is just at the side of the pump, which is right there. Okay, so next I will be turning on the pump to give you a better idea of how it works and how it sounds. Okay, so let's turn this machine on so you have an idea of how it works and what it looks like and what it sounds like. So here we go. We push the on button, and you can hear the sound. It's on level 7. It started on expression mode, and it's on cycle 54. Okay, so I'll let you listen to the sound. I'm gonna put the vacuum up 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's on the 12, and it's on the highest. So it's set on to the highest settings. So I'm gonna turn it down now to about 6, and I'll push this to 42. For me, I didn't need to go to number 12. Like 12 is really, really strong. For you, who knows? Every woman is different, and this is why I love this pump, because it lets us adjust our intensity and how many sucks per minute to get the best amount of milk that we can get. Okay, so now that it's on, I will show you here. It starts on expression mode. Expression mode, we can adjust to 38, 42, 46, 50, and 54. So that's our 5 cycles that we can adjust it to. And we can adjust our levels from 1 to 12, the vacuum. As you can see here, there's a timer. So after 30 minutes, for safety purposes, it shuts off. And let's switch here to the letdown mode. So this is the letdown mode. Now the letdown mode is automatically default set for the cycle at 70. And this is so you get that quick suckle of the baby when the baby first attaches to your breast. And this is not adjustable, so you won't be able to adjust the cycles when you are in the letdown mode. And this little wave here, it tells you that you are on the letdown mode, and also the fact that it's at 70. And the level, you can adjust the levels, the intensity, up to 5 different levels. Okay, so I believe that's it. You've heard how it sounds like. You saw the cycle, the vacuums, massage mode, on and off button, and the LED light. And I will show you here how it works. If you can see the backflow protector here from the suction, that's how it's working. And this is your Spectra 1 in action. So some cons about the pump is the instruction manual. The instructional manual that comes with the pump is pretty useless. As a first-time mom and a first-time pumping, I would like to see an instruction manual that showed me more information and more details about the pump. And unfortunately, it doesn't come with that. But, you know, thanks to other moms out there, there are lots of reviews on the pump that shows you how to use it, how to take care of it. And also on the manual, there's a YouTube video and there's their website that you can go to that helps as well. And you can also contact them if you have any queries, any concerns. The customer service is excellent. I contacted them before I bought the pump actually to figure out which one I wanted to get because they have a few different models, and they got back to me right away in details, and they really helped me feel comfortable with my decision to get the S1. I just wanted to also mention quickly before I forget, there's another pump called the S2. The S2 has the exact same features as the S1. Now the only difference is that it doesn't have a built-in battery. So you won't be able to walk around and pump freely. You would have to be sitting next to an outlet. And that's the only difference. And I believe right now on Amazon it is $30 less than this pump. So I mean, you can wager which is more important to you. But for me, I think for $30 to be able to walk around and be portable, it's worth it. Okay, so what else I don't like about this pump? The bottles. If you've already done some research, I'm sure you've heard already that these bottles are pretty much useless. I mean, they do the job. You pump in them, you can store in them. They're not great for feeding baby. The writing, the print on it does fade, and it's not stable. So when you pump milk in here and you put the bottle down, you have to be very careful. It doesn't tip over, and that's the last thing we want is our precious milk spilling everywhere as soon as we pump it. So the bottles is a big thing that I don't like. Now there is a way to get around this. A lot of moms, what they do is that they hack the system. They hack the Spectra and where they can use their Medela bottles and their Medela accessories. Now, this information is online. You can easily find how to hack it, and this is what a lot of moms do. There's bottles that fit directly into the flange. So I believe I use the Avant. Avant fits nicely just directly in here with no problems. And there are other bottles as well that fit. You just have to find the adapter to be able to use other bottles. There's also other systems out there that can just fit directly. The tubes just go straight into the pump, and you can just pump with different bottles, different flanges, etc. Another thing that I don't like is, as you can see, the flange. I have to lean forward a little bit when I'm pumping. So it goes into the collection bottle. I wish that it was more slanted, so I didn't have to lean forward. Now, for me, I'm not an exclusive pumper because I do breastfeed. So, I mean, it takes me 10 to 15 minutes to pump, and it's okay. I can deal with it. But I know some of you moms out there, you're exclusively pumping, and I do recommend to get, I believe Pumping Pal has the flange where it's already slanted, so there's no need to bend forward, which would make it a lot more comfortable on you and your back, because we know you're going to need your back. And after giving birth, the last thing you want is to be pumping and you have like a sore back. So I really highly recommend that you get the slanted flange. So you don't hurt your back. Another thing that it's a feature on the pump, but it doesn't work for us, is because it's a built-in feature. Well, it doesn't work for me anyways. It's a built-in feature in the pump that when you turn it on, it starts on expression mode, and it remembers. It's a built-in feature is that it remembers the last setting that you were using the pump. So if I was using the pump on vacuum 7, cycle 54, as soon as I turn it on my next pumping session, it will start vacuum 7, cycle 54. So now if I put the breast shield onto my breast and it's at level 7, I mean, that's going to be a shock to my breast, and it'll be painful. So there is another way. There's ways to get around it, of course. I mean, as soon as you turn on the machine, before you put the shield to your breast, before you start pumping, just switch it to the massage mode, and that will lower the vacuum, and it will be a lot more comfortable. Also, what you can do is before you turn it off, you can bring the vacuum down and the cycle down. So when you do turn it on, and in case you forget and you're tired, like we know that we are many times, when you turn it on, then you're not going to get a shock. So just please don't put the shield to your breast and press the on button. Press the on button first. Put it in massage mode, or turn the vacuum and the cycles down before you get started. Okay, so that's the 4 things that I don't like about the pump, but they're things that I can move on. I can look forward, because everything else is amazing. The bottles I can replace. The instruction manual, well, I can get the information online. Leaning forward, I can fix that with the Pumping Pal flange. And for the expression mode, the built-in memory, I can just turn it on and adjust it before I put it onto my breast. The cons are just it's nothing compared to what you get with the pump. It's not a give and take. It's just adjusting to the pump. Okay, and those are the cons. So, in conclusion, I think that the Spectra one is a really, really good first pump. It is very user friendly. The LED light is very helpful, and it's quiet. It has the vibration sound, but it's not loud and it's not annoying. And to be honest, guys, it's a painless pumping. I didn't feel, like when I first started pumping, I was really intimidated, and it's a kind of a unnatural thing. Um, and like I thought I was gonna be feeling like I was being milked like a cow, to say the least. But this pump, it doesn't make you feel like that. It's not scary. It's so cute. It's so friendly. You can look forward to pumping. You know, I love the fact that it's a closed system. I love the fact that it has the let down or massage mode, and that you can adjust the cycles. This is also a hospital grade pump, so this helps you with your milk flow. It can be used by multiple women because of the closed system. It helps you maintain your milk flow as well, and there are many reviews online, especially on Amazon, that talks about women that were experiencing low output of their milk, and then when they use this pump, it's really helped them. So you can don't take my word for it. Go online, have a look, do your research, and I promise you that you will find that this pump is very good, and it's highly recommended, not only by myself but by other moms and other pumping normal moms out there that is just looking for the best, looking for something that will help them and not hurt them. And I'm so happy that this was my first pump, and it didn't steer me away from pumping. I enjoyed it, and yeah. So that's my in conclusion of this pump. I really hope that my review was informative and that it helped you. I'm sorry if it's too long, but I tried to get in as much details that I wish I knew before I bought the pump and while I had the pump. So if you have any questions, if I forgot anything, please do let me know. If you have any advice on my video and how to make them better for the next time, please, I am open to your opinions and to your thoughts. And I would also like to mention that I've started a blogging website about being a new mom, and if you're interested, I will put the link below. You can have a look at my site, and it also has more information about the pump as well. So thank you for watching.